everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Sharmaine and I like to talk about books, unbox subscription boxes, and generally just have a good time. So if you're in for any of that, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and do all of that fun stuff. Wow, that we like to do here on YouTube. I totally ran out of air there. I don't know how to edit. That's staying in there, you guys. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about one of my favorite series that I have ever read ever. So I read this quite a while ago. I used to work with a girl that I call Tiny Megs, and she was also like a very avid reader, and she had recommended this series to me, and it's marked by p.c.cast and Kristin Cast. It's like I think they're a mother and daughter. Yeah, they're a mother and daughter, and they wrote this like book together, like, and there's 12 books in this series. It is so good, you guys. If you get a chance to read it, please read it. If you have read it, please let me know in the comments, because like we can chat about this for quite a while. Like, I love this book series so much. So my friend Tiny Megs recommended this like quite a while ago. I'm gonna say like probably 8 years ago. Something like that. It was quite a while ago. I don't even know. When were these books published? Let's find out, because that's part of the fun. So 2007, these books were like, this first book was published. And yeah. So my friend Megs recommended this book series. I borrowed it from her and I got like halfway through and then I was like, meh, because I always end up losing my drive to read, which is unfortunate, but you know, like life happens and you start doing other stuff and it just doesn't happen. So I did end up repicking these up, and I actually bought my own copies, mostly from the thrift store. I think I only paid full price for one of these books because I like previously loved books, is how I like to call them. So I ended up getting most of these from my thrift store when I was like thrifting with my mom and Nana, which I usually just buy books when we do that. And yeah, so I was pretty excited to like collect all of these books. I had like a little list going so I could find them all. And then once I started reading it, I did have to pay for one, like full price, because I couldn't find it at the thrift store. And like once I'm in the series, I gotta like have them all at the same time so I can read it, or else like I end up, my memory isn't that good. So like I can't remember what happened in like the first book, so I kind of have to read them in like a quick span together. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna read the back of the first one, and then I'm gonna tell you guys kind of like my thoughts. I am definitely not gonna read the back of all of them, or else we would be here for like 3 hours and we could just talk about this book like all day long. And I mean, you guys don't have other plans today, do you? So I'm gonna read you the back of the first one. That was really funny to me anyway. So, enter the dark, magical world of the House of Night. A world very much like our own, except vampires have always existed, and 16-year-old Zoe Redbird has just been marked as a fledgling vampire and joins the House of Night, a school where she will train to become an adult vampire. That is, if she makes it through the change. And not all of those who are marked do. It sucks to begin a new life, especially away from her friends, and on top of that, Zoe is no average fledgling. She has been chosen as a special by the vampire goddess Nyx. Zoe discovers she has amazing powers, but along with those powers comes the bloodlust and unfortunate ability to imprint her human ex-boyfriend. And to add to her stress, not only is she the only fledgling in the House of Night with special powers, when she discovers that the leader of the Dark Daughters, a school's most elite group, is misusing her goddess-given gifts. Zoe must look deep within herself to find the courage to embrace her destiny, with a little help from her new vampire friends. So I'm gonna give you some spoilers, and hopefully I'm not gonna wreck it, but I mean, like, there's 12 books, and I'm definitely not gonna be talking about all 12 books, because honestly, I don't remember them all. Like, I should reread these because I love them so much, and that would be really cool to reread these. So, what happens is when they, like, in this reality, when they turn, like, I think it's 16, or, like, when they're 15 and then they turn 16, they get, like, a little crescent moon, maybe it's this, like, maybe it's sideways, on their forehead, and that's how they know that they've been marked. And then they have to go to the special school to learn how to be vampires. And not all vampires have, like, magical abilities, but they have, like, the base vampire magical abilities, but, like, not like the super kind of magical abilities and stuff like that. So she does end up going, and she makes new friends there, and the teachers there are helping them like learn, like they take like normal classes, but they also take like vampire classes. There's like the history of vampire studies and like stuff kind of like that, which don't 100% quote me on that being one of the classes, just in my mind. I think it is. So that could be, it could not be. And there is like, if the vampires like by the time, because they have to go through that change, like to see if they're actually gonna be vampires or not. So by the end of that, if they haven't, like if they made it through the change, then their vampire, I think their symbol turns blue. And if they haven't, like they usually pass away, or else there's like other vampires who their symbol turns red, and then they become like they are alive, and they are like from the school as well. Like there's some of them from the school as well, but they become like a different like sect kind of thing, and they like leave the school because they're not supposed to be at the school. And so there's like really rich characters in this series. There's like, honestly, I love vampire books. Like I could read a lot of vampire books. I'm a big fan. Like I read Twilight. That was like one of the things that got me out of one of my reading slumps previously. I get into reading slumps quite often. Do you guys get that? Like, am I the only booktuber out there who gets into reading slumps and then just can't read, or doesn't read, or DNFs a whole bunch of books just because they can't figure out how to read, or they get distracted by something, or because I feel as though like for all of the books that I have read, there's probably like 10 that I've started and not finished, which is unfortunate because it would be nice to be able to like finish them all. Like just sitting in my library alone, there's no way that I'm gonna finish all of these books like in my lifetime. There's a lot in here. And thankfully I have gotten that app, Scribed, where it like lets me listen to audiobooks, because that thing has been helping me so much. Like I am a huge fan. I highly recommend it. It's like $9, $10 a month, something like that. It is a good deal. Definitely check them out. And yeah, so I had to pick up all 12 of these books. I went and found different like different times that we went thrifting to find them all. I highly recommend them. I can't talk too much about them because like I did read them a long time ago and I don't have that good of a memory to say that much, but I do recommend them. I am definitely actually thinking about rereading them for 2022. I think that's going to be my reread, because honestly, if I read all 12 books, that's like one book a month kind of thing. And I kind of like want to reread them because there is like, they were one of my favorite series of all time. Series? Is it just series? Is it series? That doesn't make any sense, right? That's not a word. Okay, so yeah, there's like, she has like friends, and there's like vampire friends, and then she has like her other friends that didn't turn into vampires, and like she misses her old life and like her family, and like the books are really good. I think a lot of people have read these. I feel as though they have. So if you have read these, or if you've heard of them, or if you wanted to read them, or if you have any ideas about them, or if you want to hear more about them, like if you do want me to do a more in-depth video about them, please let me know, because I totally will. I don't know how many spoilers to give away. Like I always say in my books, or my book videos, I don't know how many spoilers to give away without making it sound like I'm just reading the book to you, or you like never need to read it because I told you everything, kind of thing like that. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think. Have you guys read this series? Please let me know. That's it for me today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Wow, I don't know why I try and say so much together, because I always say not much. Like, thank you so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!